What up, YouTube? It's boy Gavin from Team Forces with who?
Jonathan Kruse.
What'd you get today, bro?
I got first at locals with Psy-Frames.
Alright, let's dive in and find out.
So Psy-Frames, play 3 gamma, 3 beta, 3 delta, 3 alpha, along with the 3 driver. So obviously everyone knows what this one does, but this one gets spells, this one specials itself and driver and searches another Psy-Frame, and this one stops battle, which like this one is way more clutch than people think, and people just don't expect it. So yeah, these are all your main guys, and they make the deck do what it does. And then the only other monsters I play is Steam the Cloak and Global, simply just because they're 1-card lambdas, so they just make lambda, and lambda's really good. So 3 circuit. You need this card to honestly win. Like every game I saw it, like I had it up for a while. It was just so insane. Lets you synchro on your opponent's turn, so you're making omegas and zetas and stuff like that. You can also black rose them on their turn, which I didn't do today, but it's possible. And then 2 Mystic Mine with the 1 terraforming. This card is stupid. Like this, I don't understand why this card is in the game, and it probably shouldn't be. But Psy-Frames love this card, so yeah, it's pretty insane. I've got a decent amount of wins today. I also play the Striker engine of 3 engage, 3 anchor, and then the 1 Hornet Jones. I play 3 anchor just because it can actually act as like something you can search and have turn 1, and it can work the same as Sky Striker, just because you almost never have something in your main monster zone, because you either have a lambda or a synchro here, and then your main monster zone is just free. So, and then engage is engaged. So, and also 1-card lambda. So 1 Psychic Path. It's just a 1 of. I don't play Field Zone. I know a lot of Psy-Frame decks used to play Field Zone, but that card isn't that great. This just says pay to remember to add back 2 banished psychics, so it's really good. 2 goods, send the trap, and then on their standby phase, search, or at any point during their turn, search any Psy-Frame card, so it's really good. And then 1 upstart, it's 41 with upstart, but it's Striker, so for the trap, 3 overload. I underestimated this card. I almost played 2 of this card, but you need to play 3 of this card. This card's insane. Honestly, it's so insane. Like you just like take away a card of theirs every single turn, and it banishes it face down. So like there's just no interaction with them anymore. So this card's great. Played 3 strike. This originally was Judgment, but also I'm afraid of getting ashed at inopportune times, so I switched to strike. And it essentially does the same thing, because almost every time like you want a judgment to summon, so you can just strike the summon instead. It's fine. And then the last trap is Metaverse. I think the meta is really lucky that this card went to 1, because like this deck would be so much crazier with this card at 3. So that's the main deck. It's 41. On to the extra deck. Shout out to Seem Low Key. 1 Omega. I wish this card was at 3 still, but it's not, so play 1. Card's insane. Just you make it during your opponent's turn and just constantly banishing cards out of their hand and just recycling stuff. It's so good. 2 Zetas. So this is the level 7 dude you make almost all the time. Can target a face-up special summon monster that's in attack position and banish itself and it until your next standby phase. So against combo decks, that's really, really good, just because that's really all you need to interrupt their play sometimes. So Zeta's really good. And also it can add back Psy-Frames if it's in the graveyard. 1 Black Rose, like I said, you can make it on their turn and fuck them up pretty bad. Yeah, it's really good. And Borreload Savage. Part of me wishes I played another 8, but I don't really know what I would play. Maybe like Scarlet or something. But Borreload Savage is really good. Although I made it once today and it got negated, so whatever. It's just 3k ass. So that's all for the synchros. For the links, double lambda. This card is insane. If you don't know, for some reason, you can activate Psy-Frames even if you control monsters, and then if a face-up Psy-Frame you control is banished, at the end phase you can search something. So it solves a lot of the problems that I've had. The 1 Kagari, the 1 Hayate, just for the Striker engine and making lambda. More links for making lambda. This is for the Steam the Cloak. This is kind of just in case you need it, if like this gets banished or something. You have the space, so it doesn't really matter. And then 1 Boral Sword, just because if you happen to be able to make it with, because you play Widow Anchor, so you can just take your opponent's stuff and try to make this. I don't know. Seems okay. And then 2 Super Poly targets because we said Super Poly. For side deck, it was pretty last minute, so 3 Sphere Mode. This deck can go second, but it doesn't actually maintain any advantage going second, so like you need to have a power play on your turn, and you hardly ever normal summon, so it doesn't affect you at all. 3 Super Poly. This card is ridiculous. Like I play this in like almost every deck I play if I can. Like this card is just so crazy. 3 Shared Ride. This was mainly for things like Subterror and I guess anything else that wants to be weird. I guess I don't know. The Invoke, Trickstar, Striker, whatever. 3 Evenly, just for back row decks, because I don't like back row decks. And 3 Robbery, because you can play this against any combo deck and you just win, like at least right now. Like if Pendulums make Electromite, then you just flip this and you win. Thunder Dragons, you can just lock them into a Crusadia or something, and you just win that way. And unless they have a Twin Twister or something, there's almost no way to play around it. It's just that good. So, and it doesn't affect me at all. So that's the deck.
All right, you got any shout outs today?
Shout out to Team Low-Key. Shout out to Team Enforcers. Shout out to Team Genesis. Yeah, I think that's it.
All right. Peace out, YouTube.